but a person with a woman's soul and a man's body is a real thing.
Okay, say that one more time.
A trans woman is a person with a woman's soul and a man's body.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you're willing to appropriate the word woman. Well, I guess it does fit your definition because it's a man who could open a pickle jar. So that's kind of, I guess it fits your definition. So then you think so lowly of women that you think that someone can just look like one, put on a bra with a dress and makeup, and that magically they like enter womanhood.
Well, if they have gender dysphoria, then yes. And I don't think lowly of women. I love them.
Gender dysphoria is a real thing people suffer from,
right.
But the thing they claim is not real or true.
Hi guys, my name is Favor, and today I want us to check out a video where Charlie Kirk crushes a liberal gender activist. So let's get right into it.
So I grew up, right, not particularly liking the LGBT community, and in the past several years I have turned to believe that I really like the LGBT community today, and I was going to ask you about a specific person in that community, Ms. Blair White.
I haven't thought about Blair White in a while, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, she was on the new Jubilee debate.
Wait, is it a biological woman who thinks they're a man? I can't remember.
She's a trans woman.
Okay, so a fake woman.
Oh.
So
no, I'm just trying. I'm not even sarcastic.
Right.
I don't. So it's a man who masquerades as a woman.
Masquerading as a woman? That. If you were, I mean, there was a debate she had with Ben Shapiro. If you were to refer to her at like a restaurant or whatever, you would refer to her as a woman, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, you could pretend to be black. You could put blackface on. That doesn't make you black. But I'm just wondering. I don't know much about Blair White. So it's a man who wears the costume of a woman. Is that right?
I mean, if you believe that value system, then I
no.
guess you could
well, then
say
let me ask you, what is a woman?
I watched the movie, and it's a person who needs a man to open their pickle jar.
What?
Oh.
What? Oh my God. Such wonderful definition.
So you.
I do open my girlfriend's pickle jar.
I can't hear what you said.
I do open my girlfriend's pickle jars for her.
Still can't hear what you said.
I open my girlfriend's pickle jars for her, I swear.
Tough guy. It's a tough guy here. So you can't answer what a woman is.
That's not what I said. I did answer what a woman was.
No, you did
Yeah,
not.
I mean, rather, so that's your final answer? It's like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? That's your final answer? That's what a woman is?
My final answer. So, obviously the Bible says that a woman is a woman, a person with a vagina, obviously. But I do believe that gender dysphoria is a real thing and scientifically proven, right?
Well, no, it's definitely a mental delusion. The question is it what they think they are? Is it what they are?
Delusion's a strong word. Disorder, sure. But a person with a woman's soul and a man's body is a real thing.
Okay, say that one more time.
What?
A trans woman is a person with a woman's soul and a man's body.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you're willing to appropriate the word woman. Well, I guess it does fit your definition because it's a man who could open a pickle jar. So that's kind of, I guess it fits your definition. So then you think so lowly of women that you think that someone can just look like one, put on a bra with a dress and makeup, and that magically they like enter womanhood.
Well, if they have gender dysphoria, then yes. And I don't think lowly of women. I love them.
Gender dysphoria is a real thing people suffer from,
right.
Yeah,
but the thing they claim is not real or true.
Why?
Because there's no evidence for it. For example,
say that again?
So can you pick your adjectives?
Say that one more time?
Can you pick your adjectives in life?
I mean, obviously not, right? I'm
Okay, so then if you
like,
can't pick your adjectives, why can you pick your pronouns?
Pronouns are a social construct.
You gotta do it one more time.
Pronouns are just, like, when you look at a person, you say, hey, this person looks like a man, right? Like the person the other person, I forgot, was it Joe Bob? I forgot their name.
Sure.
But he looked at, I think her name was Chloe. This person looks like a woman. She's a woman, right?
Yes.
If a trans woman looks like a woman, you're going to call her a woman on first sight because she looks like a woman.
Yes, you might incorrectly label somebody that's trying to trick you because they are wearing the equivalent of a Halloween costume because they're suffering from a mental disorder.
I do believe that they are suffering, and I do believe that trans.
No, they are suffering, but let me tell you,
Yeah.
instead of pandering to somebody's torture, we should give them a way out and liberate them with the truth and say that there is a better way forward for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you don't have to chop off your genitals, get on Lupron, get a mastectomy.
Wait, I didn't hear you. There was a crowd. Can you repeat that?
Say that?
Can you repeat you were rambling, and there was a crowd, so I can.
Oh, I was
Rumbling.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, next question. We're done.
No, I couldn't hear you.
No, if you're going to be a jerk, we're done. Next question. Yeah, thanks. And by the way, you don't get to pick your adjectives. You aren't very tall, and you can't change that. So next question.
Oh my God. Why is it that people don't always, whenever people are asked, what does it mean to be a woman or who is a woman? They don't, I don't know, their definitions are always wonderful. Because what do you mean by saying a woman is a person that needs a man to open a pickle jar? Really? Seriously? Is that all? Is that all being a woman entails? Just needing a man to open a pickle jar for you? I mean, anybody that is not as strong will need someone stronger to help them open a pickle jar. So why would you... I'm really trying to, soak that particular aspect in because I really did not understand it. Anyways, that aside, I feel like that guy was being rude. And Charlie Kirk actually got back at him at the end of that video. But regardless, I would say that I really understand the concept of having gender dysphoria, that whole concept. Yes, that's a thing. And people actually do suffer from it. Yes, there's no going back on that. People suffer from it. But I feel like it's more of a mental stuff. Yeah, it's more of a mental stuff. Now you see yourself as something that you are not. What should be the next step? Shouldn't it be therapy? Or, trying to, because obviously it's mentally related. So, or trying to, get back on track. But now these days, people just, the next alternative is, oh, I'm going to go and change my genitalia or stuff just because I feel like I'm not who I should be. Or I just remember that guy saying a person that has a woman's soul but a man's body. Is that a thing? Please, is that really a thing? Please. Because, or maybe it's just me that don't understand it. Because to me, that is not a thing, no. Like a man, you're having a woman's soul, but a man's body. I'm really trying to understand it though, but it doesn't make sense to me. If you're biologically a woman, you have a woman's soul, you have a woman's body. Now I understand that there's some people that have, some mental conditions like it was rightfully mentioned, gender dysphoria, where you feel like maybe you're not coming out in, you're not embodying the gender that you have, right? But it doesn't change the fact that you can't pick your gender, bro. Like, no, you can't. You can't say, oh, because I feel like I should be a woman. You now pick it. You now decide, this is what I want to be. No. And another thing is, I really don't think that you can enforce it on people as to what pronouns they should call you. Nope. Yes, we have to be respectful in our dealings. That is very important. Everybody should be respectful. But you cannot now say, oh, especially for somebody that knew you before you transitioned. Let's say you were a male, you were a man, you now transitioned to a woman. And then the person knew you. Yeah, so in being respectful, yes, the person is actually, meant to, respect your decisions and all of that. But you cannot now say, no, I have now transitioned, and so you you will call me a she, whether you like it or not, just because the person has transitioned. Worst case is even when maybe the person is trying to talk about, how you transition and all. You can't enforce that on people. Yes, people should be respectful. But if the person has refused to call you that, I'm trying not to say you have to accept it, but really you can't enforce what you believe. You believe that you are meant to be a woman, right? And that's why you have transitioned. But that person might not believe it for you. And so the person still is calling you is calling you according to what he or she thinks you are, or what you have been, what you biologically are. So you can't enforce your own thoughts on people. Now, I have said before that gender dysphoria is actually a thing, and it's eating up a lot of people, a whole lot of people right now. But I still believe that the next line of action should not be trying to change your genitalia or doing a mastectomy, all of those. Doing changing genitals, you can't revoke it. So what happens? Take for example, a person is a man, is biologically a man, and then decides to transition to become a woman. And after transitioning, the person now feels like, oh, I don't want this anymore. I want to go back to how I was before. You can't revoke it. It has been done. It has been done. And I feel like that's why there is a high rate of, suicide, depression amongst trans people. Because they're actually going through a lot, especially when you've transitioned and then you can't do anything about it again. You just have to live with it. Right? So I feel like the next line of action for a person that's having gender dysphoria is therapy. It's a mental stuff. It's something that is mental. It's a mental disorder, yes. It's a mental disorder, yes. That there's no arguing that fact. But what is the cure for a mental disorder? What is the way of improving a mental disorder? It's by therapy, by counseling, talking to somebody. Yes, everybody has rights to their body. You can do anything that you want to do. But I feel like the first line of action, first, talk to somebody, go through therapy and all of that. Then after all of those, if you now decide that, okay, I've done this, and I still want to change my genitalia, I still want to have a mastectomy, I still want to, take hormones and all of that. I mean, there's nothing that I'm not going to make that decision for you, right? But I feel like the next line of action should be therapy. Very important. I would like to know what you think about this video. So please drop a comment in the comment section. And please like, share this video, and follow this page for more content. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.